Today, we're heading east across Tongatapu in search of ancient Tonga. Royal tombs, sacred monuments, places connected to some of the most powerful dynasties in Pacific history. But before we get there, something struck me. Even when you're searching for ancient Tonga, you keep running into modern Tonga. And the more time I spend here, the more I realize that the two are impossible to separate.
Lots of fruit, and then go back and eat all of the fruit.
Yeah.
So look at the butterfly, and then here's your fruit.
Looks like we've got a funeral up ahead. Before we even reached our first destination, traffic came to a stop. A funeral procession was making its way from the church to the cemetery. Funerals remain one of the most important events in Tongan life. Families gather from across the country and from overseas. Communities come together to honor the life of the deceased and pray for the progress of their soul. The vehicles may be modern, the roads may be paved, but the values underneath it all, family, remembrance, respect and collective responsibility, are much older than the cars waiting patiently by the roadside. On our way to the eastern part of Tonga, we're stopping by at a Wita Coffee here in Vaindi, which I think might be new. Our first stop wasn't ancient at all. It was one of Tonga's newest coffee shops.
Oh, it's Sonia.
How long have you guys been open?
For like about a month. Why is this?
Okay.
Look how close his
Cool.
eyes are together. Yeah, we're just starting with our coffees first.
Awesome.
Next
Okay.
space looks weird too.
Down to
That's
the
got an extra.
Yeah, nice. In many ways, it's a symbol of a changing Tonga, a growing local business. New ideas, new tastes, new opportunities. Do you guys do iced chocolate?
yeah. Ice cream so often.
Okay, so everything's available here?
Yeah, and
Awesome.
we only have our large store at the moment.
Okay.
Not extra large.
Okay, all good.
Wedding.
Ah,
Vaini Poto, this is better known as. So here we go, Wita Coffee, 6 to 8, Monday to Saturday, because everything closes on Sunday in Tonga. And then that way is further out east. That's the direction we came from the western central side of Tongatapu. And this is Halatauwhahau, the main strip, main road. Coffee itself is relatively recent across the world, and especially in Tonga. And not long ago, a Tongan gathering was more likely to be centered around coconuts and kava rather than flat whites and iced lattes. Yet, here we are beginning a journey into Tonga's past with a cup of coffee in hand. Ancient Tonga and modern Tonga sitting side by side. Alright, coming towards Captain Cook's landing site. 100 meters ahead. There's a sign for it.
Like we could feel it, like it was very cold.
Yeah, it's just here now, yeah? Yep.
Where? Just here?
Just here, yeah. So we just pull up on the side of the road here.
Like I was doing some work and Ruby was holding her and sleeping.
Yeah, and we just climb out
And we
and
both came and we're like, something's wrong.
go down and have a look at the platform.
Yeah, something's wrong. Something's really wrong. Like can I wait for it? Like, yeah, I can feel it.
Okay, this is Captain Cook's landing site here in the eastern part of Tongatapu. Let's have a look at the plaque we have here. Here stood formerly the great banyan malumalu or Fulilangi, or Captain Cook's tree, under the branches of which the celebrated navigator came ashore on his way to visit Pau, the Tuitonga, sacred king of Tonga, on the occasion of the Inasi presentation of the first fruits in the year 1777. It's one of those places where two histories meet. For Europeans, this marked the moment of discovery. But for Tongans, this was already a thriving kingdom with a sophisticated political system, long-distance voyaging traditions, and centuries of history behind it. So it looks like they have some construction happening here. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, we do have a little piece in the back here. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth XI and their Royal Highnesses the Duke of Edinburgh and Princess Anne visited this landmark. Cook arrived in Tonga But Tonga wasn't waiting to be discovered. Okay, that's the landing site of Captain Cook. From there we travelled to Mu'a. Today it's a quiet village, but centuries ago this was the heart of the Tongan Empire, the royal centre of one of the most influential powers in the Pacific. Scattered across the landscape are the langi, the royal tombs of the Tongan line. Well, Paepae looks closed today. Massive coral limestone structures built stone by stone. Even today, they're among the most impressive examples of ancient Polynesian architecture. Observing the Paepae Tele'a, it's difficult not to wonder about the people who built it. Quiet reminders that history isn't always written in the books. Sometimes it's written in stone. One of the popular things you might see in Tonga are pigs fishing, hunting for food in the seawater. So this is one of the villages that you might see there. We saw some pigs before, but where's the pig? Ah, maybe he's crossing the road to see the chicken. Okay, approaching the Ha'amonga. There would have been a sign, there would have been a big sign here.
The king's birthday or... This is closed.
No, I think you just missed a car park back there. You want to go? Our final historical stop were the Ha'amonga and the royal compound of Heketa.
Just that tailgate. We can get in on the road.
Doggy, Ha'amonga, here we are. Tapu whakapunaha drone, tapu ma'o kava ma'alohi, so no drinking and no drones. Yeah, interesting. No drones and no drinking. Oh no, alcohol.
Hello, welcome.
Malo.
We have beautiful stuff on the table. You're welcome to check it out.
Malo. Some bathrooms over there if you guys need to use a bathroom.
That's the rock there. How much are these?
80 for you.
Oh, we'll go back to the markets for 10. Thank you.
That is nothing for a bill.
How much? 80.
How much? Too much. The Maui Trilithon is one of Tonga's most iconic monuments. Massive coral limestone slabs fitted together with remarkable precision. And nearby are the remains of Heketa, once the political centre of the Tonga. At the back there, you're right by the beach, by the water, and possibly it was accessible for like canoes, and because we saw on the map how like it goes straight out to the open ocean.
Yeah, there's like a channel.
A channel that just goes straight out. So I don't know. I'm not the right person to be, but I'm just making assumptions about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Make up a story, put it on YouTube, someone will tell you.
There is like an opening at the end there where the water is. It looks like it's been carved out intentionally for accessibility. But you see where those stones are.
Yeah.
So that would have been the ancient compound, or part of the compound, called Heketa. So then that big rock, we'll go further down and have a look at that big rock, but that has a significance
That has
as well.
a story. That big rock has a story too. When I was underneath the rock, it was like there was so much energy there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're feeling it?
Yeah.
So this is supposed to tell like the solstice. Oh, this will tell you a bit more information actually. I don't know why I'm trying to explain when there's a billboard there. It's on the top. So you have to climb up to actually look at the notch. Yeah. So I mean, you're not allowed to climb this monument, but then you'll see like images from like the 90s and 80s, and even 2000s, people just climbing and all over it. But
Guys,
yeah,
there's 3 different gates and 3 different
there's
paths.
3 different gates.
Interesting.
correct.
Dad, look, do you see? You see how the rock at the top is thinner, like it doesn't fill it out?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think that it's like, it used to be thicker, but like over time it's just like worn out a little bit?
What's that? I think they just put that rock.
Yeah, I think they just had a bigger space for it. I can't imagine this really like eroding too much.
They say that top rock can't be found in Tonga. It came
Can't be
from
found.
overseas.
Yeah.
It came from somewhere else. This one
Oh, this one.
is not from Tonga.
Oh, true.
They had to
And
bring it
there's a
in.
nail in it.
The stories I've heard is that these rocks came from Uvea.
Did they have nails
On
in
one of
olden
the-
times?
Yeah.
Olden nails? No, nails is
And someone just did vandalism.
yeah. There's a bit of like vandalism on here, and then on the rock down the back as
Oh
well.
yeah, someone's put how long? What was that from?
Yeah. What do you reckon, Manny?
I don't know. It's just big.
Do you remember this spot when we came with Tiana,
Yeah.
Grandpa, and you was trying to explain a little bit of the history of this place? Also say
Legs
that.
were like that.
Maybe, yeah, who knows? Might have been like a little cartoon character type of figure. So we're heading down to the rock where the old King Tongatapu used to lean his back against. Ha'amonga behind us. And then you can see these elevated rocks and stone figures being part of the old royal compound. So when we came in 2019, all this was really overgrown bush.
I remember. Yeah.
So there wasn't really a lot to see.
Yeah.
What's that?
So that's the old royal compound. Like it would have been all done up, and there would have been maybe a few houses and different places around here. Which the Whakinanga. Yes, sir.
Leaning rock is a large upright standing stone slab with marking on the front resembling an indentation of a large head, shoulders and back. It is made from the same stone as the one over there.
Yep.
Oral folklore recounts the Tui.
Tui. Yep, that's it.
Often sat against the Makapa Okinaga
Yep.
and struck out with a staff to keep people at a safe distance in fear that they may attempt to assassinate him. Well, King strike me.
Yep. Tui ta tui. Yeah. Remember we took photos against this
Wait, did he lie his back on this side?
yeah, so his head would have rested against that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And he was like,
He would have been sitting down and resting his shoulders and back against this thing.
Wait, he was sitting down.
on the
Yeah.
And
ground.
his head reached up to here.
Yeah.
Apparently that's
The legend.
the story. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So in some ways it was kinda like his throne.
Well, he was sitting down like this, so he's like sitting on the floor.
Sitting on the
I guess he was sitting on the floor.
Well, he was
His
sitting.
legs kinda like
leaning rock.
So this would have been his shoulders. Would it? Right?
oh, we're assuming that that's his head where his head would have been up there.
His head's here.
Hey, I reached
Wait,
his head.
is he leaning against the rock or is he just sitting on the ground? Nah, he's leaning, So he's like standing here.
It's the leaning. It's
And then his head's like up here.
He's like
Actually, he was, yeah, he was
He's like
leaning.
6'11".
No, he would have been like 7 foot.
7 foot something. Yeah.
But even then he's leaning.
Nah, he'd be like 7, like 10, like 7, like 11.
Or maybe he was like 6. Oh, foot. I was just gonna say 6 foot. That's it. What were you gonna think? Oh, you're gonna say 6 foot? Oh, this guy.
Let's get a picture of you next to one of them.
Haven't we got a photo like that already?
Hi, Nane. Oh my gosh. G's climbing up the coconut tree.
Sai? Malolo, eh?
Thanks for the demonstration, G. Oh, see.
Okay, Manolo, your turn next.
Nadia.
What?
Nika.
It's okay, then Amani's turn.
So then further down here is the old royal compound.
definitely do shift whenever you're like.
Interesting. So you see all the stone structures down here. Yeah.
400 AD.
No, this would have been around that time as well.
Is it a grave?
There's probably, I'm actually not sure, but it's probably the site where a house stood, like the residence.
Because the king was afraid of being assassinated. Look, they're coral. These are such slabs.
Like, how did they cut this out of the
UFOs.
well, UFOs, eh? Realistically, I'm not convinced by a theory of UFOs building these. I'd like to think that our ancestors had knowledge and tools that allowed them to make use of the environment around them. True. And maybe some of their knowledge only sat with a specific group, like it wasn't widely distributed.
What is this?
They were like, these humans are turning.
See all the rock lines over here, and then like even out towards the side there. This would have just been part of the royal compound. Like, so maybe this was like a spot where the houses were positioned, like the residence of the chief, the high chief at the time. I'm not sure. Looking at these places today, it's easy to see only ruins. But centuries ago, it would have been a place filled with ceremony, politics, decision making, and everyday life. What survives today is only the framework. The stories are what bring it back to life. Structures here. If we go all the way to the end, we'll see the ocean opening where probably canoes would have come and gone.
It was all bush.
Because even this part is elevated. You can see it drops down over here. No. But one thing, oh yeah, actually. I think the water's just right there.
Yeah, but it's just the gate now.
What's that?
It's just the gate.
Oh, we can't go through the gate. So we're at the end of the fenced off area, and we still have some rock formations all around here.
It was green and orange. Is that a dragon?
Interesting.
I think it's a dragonfly.
Didn't look like a dragonfly.
Fit for a high chief, I think. Paramount chief. Some more stone structures here. Probably needs to be dug up, actually. It'd be interesting to see how this is like above the ground.
Yeah.
You probably need to dig it up some more to expose the rest of the rock. I wonder how deep this goes down.
I think when the volcano came, it just all covered.
Oh yeah, you think so? Yeah, true.
Because look.
Yeah, it's like soft
Yeah.
Like
because look, what's this?
Iyo, mag vanga bij je Hanoi. Dig. But it's okay. You don't need this. Oh yeah. Udio ni ma. So yeah, this is my first time down this far end of the of this whole area, because before it's just been bush, so I haven't been able to access this area. So it's cool. It's cool to see how wide this whole area is. And again, I feel like there's still a lot more to dig up. I believe the name of the old royal compound here was Heketa, the old capital of Tonga. Got a good question here by G, asking what could be this pit down here.
They were talking about it.
Yeah, we're going to go back to the car now.
Where is the car?
It's just up there, the white one. Can you see it?
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's a good question, G, because you can see it's loloto here. Me hanga ha whetui na whai ha umu. Mahalo. Hei ilo. Koau?
Mana ra peria hai pa ave yo.
Mahalo. Be interesting to find out. Mahapea iloha kakai I heni e I Nuku'alofa. A ngahi talanoge e umea koe ni.
So you reckon this is an old pit?
Well, like, that's the first thing my mind jumps to. The fact that it's got depth to it and it's that big.
Yeah.
And you like maybe you're trying to feed a whole bunch of people. Like
So close to everything else.
there would have been so many people here.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah, I'm not too sure. G was asking the question, what could this be for? And so that was just
Good
the
question.
first thing that came to mind. But yeah, it's a good question.
Very observant.
Yeah.
For water.
Oh yeah, for water maybe? Maybe the water source. Okie dokie. That's our time at the Ha'amonga. Off to the beach now. Alright. Heading down to a little beach here in Nuku'alofa. I've never been here before, but we'll go have a look. Let's go see. Oh, no sand, eh? On that side. Is it a far walk? Okay, instead of going down those steps, Nadia suggested we go down this way, which looks like a pathway down to everyone. A little bit rocky, a little bit muddy. A little bit windy. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully we don't fall. Hopefully we can climb down. Alright, so this is Nuku'alofa Beach. And it's low tide at the moment, unfortunately. But it looks like there's a little channel there you can swim through. Might have a bit of a depth to it. Let's try to climb down without falling off. I find myself thinking about the generations who had stood on the same shoreline long before smartphones, long before cars, long before tourists. Ancient Tongans would have come here to swim, fish, gather food and spend time with family. The view may have changed a little, but the ocean is still the same ocean. The waves are still the same waves. And in moments like this, the distance between past and present suddenly feels much smaller. It'll come out. He came out when she was holding it. As we wrap up our time exploring the eastern part of Tongatapu looking for ancient Tonga, I can't help but think about what we're seeing in front of us. You know, these modern technologies of telephone lines running across the roadside as a means to connect people through communication, through telephones. And I think about, you know, what were some of the communication tools of the past, of ancient Tonga. The Tele'a, the conch shell, which might have been used to sound out to someone in their pōpao coming on shore or leaving the shore. We see these modern houses here being built, and we think about some of the whales, the old Tongan whales, which would have been used that didn't have any concrete, didn't have any nails or any natural materials. We look at these fence lines that demarcate the boundaries of a house, and what would borders and boundaries and fence lines look like in the past. I imagine that there will probably be less demarcation and delineation between house boundaries, and maybe we're living more just as one big village. It's like you see in Samoa. Wow. Got a whole procession. I don't think it's a funeral. Is that a funeral?
It's a funeral.
Whoa. Ooh, gotta remember to take my phone. Hey, you wanna try it? I made it here. As the day came to an end, I visited my cousin. He is currently receiving a traditional Tongan tatau or tattoo. The tatau had finished for the day, but the kava circle was still going. Sitting there watching, I couldn't help thinking about everything we'd seen throughout the day. Ancient tombs, ancient monuments, ancient royal centres, and now an ancient art form still being practiced today. The tools may be different, the setting may be modern, but the knowledge continues to be carried forward. What made the moment even more meaningful was the presence of a Samoan tofunga, who has Tongan heritage. For centuries, Tonga and Samoa have exchanged ideas, people, skills and traditions. Historical accounts even describe important Samoan influences within the rise of the Nuku'alofa line and the cultural exchanges between the two island groups. So here we were in modern Tonga, watching an ancient practice continue through relationships that stretches back generations.
Tatu te paulangi ina o mai a foi ya wenga le ni aso te mo pe yo ba tu ruma o manuia ya fo fo mo tu ni afia to tu pe yo ruma te ma tu fo alright hello not yet of age.
Yeah.
The full book or make his mark on a young boy growing up. And he will start with the very last part. He'll just do the booking when he comes of age. He is now forever tied to the tufunga.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So now, to reciprocate these boys and the work that they've done, their service, they're going to be rewarded now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo suking pun tak ada usap.
Ya, ya lah. Besok kita mau main ya mereka komaro lah.
Buku tengok mama pergi.
Lu sumeu kayak kain ya masih eklo lagi.
Ada wafai. Asyik mana?
Pulau lu mau fasing.
Udah sawah terus.
Banyak. She's crying, she's thinking of you. Look. Apa musik lah? DJ.
Apa pesa biar dulu.
Tapi very strict pun lah.
Apa yang biar lepak kami boy ya? Bikin ngor.
Ingin ni ah ni. Nak ingin dah dah ah.
We set out that morning looking for ancient Tonga, but by the end of the day I realized something. Ancient Tonga isn't hidden away in monuments or museums. It's still here, in the stories people tell, in the ceremonies they keep, in the kava circles, in the tatau traditions, and the values passed from one generation to the next. The ancient and the modern aren't competing with each other. In Tonga, they're living together. And that's what makes this place so special.